This is one of my favorite recipes to cook for my wife. This is just braised stovetop beef roast with a red wine reduction. And guys, it's seriously splendid. Served up on some creamy mashed potatoes. We got carrots and onion in there, some garlic. This is seriously spectacular. And I make this for my wife all the time. Guys, you know what's up. Hit that button, like and subscribe. Let's start from the top. This recipe is so beginner friendly. I'm using some unbelievable sea salt by the South Shore Sea Salt Company, just straight out of that Atlantic Ocean. Bud, check that out. That fine grained salt right out of that sea is perfect, bud. I'm going to fully coat this piece of meat in some salt and pepper. Really straightforward. It's just got it on all sides, all nooks, all crannies, every crevice. And we're going to throw it right in our Dutch oven. Now we're going on some medium high heat. We're trying to build a crust here, okay? That's what's really important. As you can see there, it's basic, not that difficult. You just want to kind of rotate it as it continues to cook. Just set it in place, push down, get a little pressure on that, and just keep rotating it every, minute and a half or so. That's about how long it takes. And we want to get the sides too. That's really important. Don't forget about the sides. Guys, this is all about patience. You know what's up with cooking. You can't rush things. And this is one of those simple recipes that if you're just patient, man, does it ever pay off. So we're getting all those little bits on the bottom of the Dutch oven. And we're going to deglaze the pan with some onion to start and a number of other things, including red wine. So let's just get right to that. We're going to throw in one full red onion, sliced up, a rough dice, if you will. And we're just going to start cooking down these onions, probably for about 3 to 4 minutes. As you can see here, I'm actively moving them around. And as time goes on, it's just going to help pull all that stuff that's stuck to the bottom of the pan off. They're going to kind of come off and add to the onions. It's going to add flavor in there. Guys, it's seriously going to be spectacular. So after about 3 to 4 minutes, most of that stuff's off the bottom. You don't really have to worry about it at this point. We're going to go in with 1 to 2 carrots, depending on how much you like carrots. These, again, are roughly chopped, nice and rustic, nothing crazy here, okay? We're just going to start cooking these down as well. Just be patient. We're just going to mix it around, get that oil all over it, the salt and pepper. And then once we've let them sit in there for about 2 minutes, we're going to throw in as much garlic as you want. I put 5 cloves of garlic in this because I love garlic, but you can put anywhere from like 2 to 5, whatever you'd like. I recommend up towards 5. Now, after that's been in for, a minute or so cooked down, we're going to go in with some tomato paste. If you've never cooked with tomato paste, you want to kind of put it in, let it cook for like a minute or two. It will help take that metallic taste away. Then we're just going to mix it to fully incorporate over everything. Not that complicated. Now, Blomidon Estates Baco Noir, a Nova Scotia wine that I am absolutely obsessed with. You're going to measure with your heart here, roughly a cup or so, and you're just going to pour that in and let that start cooking down. We want it to bubble like this just for a minute or so. Cooking off that alcohol is going to kind of, take that edge off, and it's going to be so flavorful. Guys, this is basic. Just pay attention here. Don't go too high with the heat. Oh man, oh man. Make sure you pour yourself a glass of wine as well. Enjoying that while you're cooking is an absolute treat. All right, so after about 2 minutes of that wine cooking down, it's looking a little thicker. We're going to go back in with that beef that we browned off. And then, bud, you're going to pour in beef broth until it's about 3/4 of the way covering that piece of meat. All right, and then all we're doing, putting that lid right onto the Dutch oven, and we're just going to let that go right into the oven for probably, I don't even know, man. Like, we're going to go long time, like 2 hours or so. I mean, you should be checking it. But the point here is we want it to be like pull apart tender. Now we're going to pull everything out of this sauce, then go in with 2 small knobs of butter. We're just going to kind of mix that around, let it incorporate, kind of bring out a little richness in this sauce. It's going to be absolutely spectacular. Once you got it fully mixed together, we're going to grab our meat, Throw on some gloves. We're just going to shred this right into our sauce. It's going to be spectacular. At this point, guys, you can go back in with those carrots, onion, and garlic that we've kind of pulled out there a few minutes ago. And dude, just incorporate absolutely everything together and you're going to be pumped. Seriously. On the side, make yourself some mashed potatoes. Plate it up with some of this meat. Oh, buddy, that carrot. And then top it with some green onions. I mean, look at this. Doesn't that look delicious? This recipe is so straightforward, guys. I know you can make this at home. If you have a date night or just trying to treat your wife, I highly recommend this. This is a great way to get laid. I'm not even joking, guys. You're going to friggin' love it. Oh, buddy, this recipe is so beginner friendly. If you try this, I want to see it. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Make sure you're liked and subscribe and comment below if you have any recipes you want to see me try. Oh man, I love food, and simple recipes like this is all what this channel is all about. I mean, just delicious stuff, guys. You know what to do. Like, subscribe. Until next time, take care and stay safe.